How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here, and this is the CFTC report for the data recorded on May 7th, 2019. And let's start by taking a look at what we have here with gold. So gold hits the ascending trend line and it starts to consolidate right at it. And as that takes place, we see longs increasing from 177,000 to 185 and a small reduction in shorts. So you can see something is taking place at this trend line. Shorts are being closed that were added up here, and longs are starting to be added. So that was a signal, one of the signals, knowing that this was the potential for me to exit out of the short positions that I accumulated from up in here. So we took profits on that, and the portfolio is looking really good from those shorts. And now the markets are starting to provide us with evidence that there might be a move upwards from this trend line. We've been saying that there's a very good possibility that that might happen. How much of a move to the upside? That is what is in question. So right now I don't have any positions in gold, so we're sitting on the sidelines, and that's where I want to be considering what I'm seeing here with the data. Okay, so if this does indeed happen, I'll be watching the positions to see what the institutions are going to do with this drive up in price. Now we go over to oil, and we see oil, more longs being closed off from 638 to 616, and then they increase shorts, which is exactly what we'd like to see. That comes as this candle was being formed here on the weekly reaction from the supply. So a drop in long exposure, total of 87 down to 83, and we can also see net positions being reduced. Like to see this continue and then momentum continue to the downside like that. Now we have the dollar. In the dollar we see a small decline in long positions from 51,000 to 46, and a small decline in shorts from 22 to 18 as price was declining here. It has since removed the daily demand zone, so that opens up the gates for a move down to this ascending trend line. We can see that there isn't a strong bullish bias at this time, so we continue to watch this. All the other euro pairs are showing, I shouldn't say euro pairs, the dollar pairs are showing signs of profit taking on longs. So this could be stalling, or it can move down to the weekly ascending trend line before it continues to the upside. Now we got the Aussie, longs increase and a slight decrease in shorts. Bottom line is shorts are aggressive, total size becoming a little bit more aggressive. That comes as price was consolidating here. So we could see a slight push up to the weekly area of supply, and then a decline to reduce the aggressiveness of the total position. So some profit taking and then likely a continuation. US CAD. So we see a slight increase in long positions and a slight increase in short positions. Nothing much to see here. Okay, a slight decline in net positions, and long exposure still remains at the same amount. So not really seeing much here except for the fact that longs remain aggressive, shorts remain cooled off. Now we go over to US Swiss franc, and we see longs were aggressive, becoming a little bit less so. Total size positions were aggressive, becoming a little bit less so. And because of the decrease in shorts and longs, net effect is long exposure goes up 2 points and net position slightly decreases, and that comes as this price was consolidating here. So expected move was down, and then most likely a continuation. So total positions being aggressive like this, we were expecting some profit taking, which would cause price to move down, which is exactly what is taking place right now. And then we have the euro. Euro, slight decline in longs, slight decline in shorts, not much to see here. Overall effect, net positions slightly higher. Not much more to see here. Okay, so we move on to the pound US dollar, and we see longs dropping from 51,000 to 45,000 and shorts. So overall closing of positions. Why? Because if you look at total positions, they were getting aggressive, so they had to reduce the aggressiveness, and they did that by closing both positions. Not much more to see in terms of the pound. Then we have the US dollar Japanese yen, slight decline in long positions from 120 to 117, and then a big increase in shorts from 20 to 25, and that came with this candle here, and then we see that price did indeed make a move lower. So we were overextended in these numbers, 82% long, so they had to reduce them, and that's basically what is taking place here. Overall exposure is still somewhat aggressive in terms of total size positions, so we might even see a bigger drop on the pair. Now we get to the Kiwi dollar, and we see a big drop in long positions as price was consolidating, and a slight decline. Net effect is net positions go up from 11,000 to negative 12,000. So we could start to see a move up and then eventually a further decline to the downside. Alright, that is your CFTC data. That was released on May 7, 2019. If you have any questions, visit www.whiteoakfx.com and you can get my contact information from there. Until next time, have a good week.